Hey, how's it going, YouTube? JTwoH back here for another review video. This one, however, is a different company. This was sent to me by the lovely people over at Sony. Sony Entertainment sent me this to check out for you guys, so I was very excited about that. And not only that, I was a fan of the original. I say original, but they're not the American Grudge films, 2004, 2006, and then I can't remember when the third one came out. Probably '08. So first, nice cover art here. You got the sticker, includes alternate ending and scenes too gruesome for theaters. Terrifying. You got the nice, it's a classic Grudge thing. Blu-ray and digital. I've always admired Sony, for the cleanness of the top half of their stuff, the Blu-ray plus digital or the 4K. The 4K logo is usually the same, but I like the block font and the cleanliness. As a collector, it's just one of those things you tend to really like. I also love the way Universal does theirs. Those two really stick out to me. And it's always simple and unified, and it always has this, no matter what the title is, usually. From the producers of Don't Breathe and Evil Dead, this one's apparently the Untold Chapter, which, based on what I've read, now this isn't clear watching the film, but based on what I read, this takes place in the same timeline as the other two, like kind of in the shared universe, per se. Grudge, and that spine's really cool. Ooh. Sony. Gosh dang. I'm trying to focus with one hand and hold it. There you go. Sony. And there's the official synopsis right there. Curses. Born in Japan, simultaneously in the U.S. John Cho is in here. He's really good. The detective is really not. I did not enjoy him. And of course, Lin Shaye is amazing in most things she does. Insidious, Ouija. She's in A Good Old Fashioned Orgy. She's in. Oh, I just watched her in something over the weekend. She's in something like a flight attendant. Oh, I think she's in Duplicity. I could be wrong, but I've seen her since I've watched this 3 films over the weekend. Has had wrong chick, Lin Shaye in it. Over 40 minutes of special features, an alternate ending, which we've talked about, bonus scenes, too terrifying for theaters, making of, behind the scenes with cast and crew, extended alternate scenes, Easter egg hunt, connections to the Grudge franchise. So that's the original trilogy. I would imagine. Now, this one came with a digital code for a movie spree, Movies Anywhere, right there. I was even looking at the logo when I said that, which is nice. Lionsgate does not currently have a deal with Movies Anywhere, but Sony does. So now that this is a Sony code, Movies Anywhere redeems anywhere. It'll link to your Fandango, it'll link to your Google Play, it'll link to your Vudu. You can watch it right off the Movies Anywhere app. I believe there's one other one. So that's really cool. The HD code for that is included. Of course, I've redeemed mine. Rated R for disturbing violence, bloody image, terror, and some language. This is a ghost house. Not region locked. What year? Oh, this is a 2020 film, so this is already on physical. Look at them side by side. Pretty much the exact same image without the sticker. And I think the backs are virtually identical. Is a Mike Goldberg reference. Yeah, pretty much. So, my thoughts on the film, it wasn't as good as the original 3. It did have some missteps. I thought some of the jump scares, I wasn't scared by any of the jump scares, not a single one. So whether I saw them coming or they just weren't scary, that's 2 different stories, because I do watch a lot of horror. Eventually you get used to them, unfortunately. And there's the disc art, which is cool. The Grudge, herself, whatever you want to say, was pretty creepy. I enjoyed the storyline. They did move around the timeline quite a bit for me, probably a little more for my liking. But there were still some cool images. Eventually, after the storyline unravels, I did enjoy the story they told. I just think it was kind of put together weird. It's strange. It doesn't rank highly on my list, but it's worth a watch, especially if you like the other 3 Grudge movies, because like I said, I have those on DVD. So I am a completist. Once I've watched one film in the franchise, if it's worth watching a sequel, it's worth watching every single one of them. So as long as they make Grudge movies, I will watch Grudge movies. So, and I recommend you guys do the same. In fact, I will put a link in the description to where you can check this out from Amazon, along with all of my social media links in there as well, to my eBay, Letterbox, TV Time, Twitter, Bluray.com, my podcast with Mr. Crazy Joe. All will be in the links in the description. Be sure to let me know what you thought. If you haven't seen this, let me know what you thought of the original trilogy. And if you have seen this, let me know. You can be blunt. I'm cool. I've seen this. No big deal. I don't think you can spoil anything about it. So, yeah, go nuts in the comments, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Gigantic, huge thank you to Sony for sending me this. It's awesome because this was something I probably would have saw in theaters, but with having the 9-month-old, I didn't get out to make it to a horror movie in January of 2020. So awesome, I get to watch this on home media. Thank you guys again, and I will catch you later, YouTube.